Brought to you by Penguin.
The Genius Myth. The dangerous allure of rebels, monsters, and rule breakers. Written and read by me, Helen Lewis. Introduction. Greatness may be out of fashion, as is the transcendental, but it is hard to go on living without some hope of encountering the extraordinary. Harold Bloom, from the book Genius. The word genius makes me uncomfortable. It carries a secret within it. For a word that is used so frequently and casually, its meaning is hard to pin down. Geniuses are like thunderstorms, wrote the philosopher Søren Kierkegaard. They go against the wind, terrify people, cleanse the air. That is beautiful prose, but it's not exactly a definition. Trawl through the works of the great philosophers, and you'll find many observations like that. Dazzling, but ultimately unhelpful. The man of talent is like a marksman who hits a mark others cannot hit, wrote Arthur Schopenhauer in 1818. The man of genius is like a marksman who hits a mark they cannot even see. This is usually rendered on inspirational posters as talent hits the target, genius hits a target others cannot see. Immanuel Kant was pithier. Genius is talent that gives the rule to art. What is a genius? A genius is original. A genius is creative. A genius is special. A genius is innately gifted. A genius is different somehow. Despite this lack of precision, I bet you that if I asked 1,000 people on the street, pretty much anywhere in the West, to name some geniuses, a few names would recur again and again. Da Vinci, Einstein, Tolstoy, Shakespeare, Bach, Picasso. Maybe these days, Taylor Swift and Elon Musk. I've limited this book to the West, loosely and broadly defined, both because of my own limited ability to read text from other cultures, and because genius has historically been a European and then American concept. Even without a stable definition, genius exists. And that reveals what is really going on. The people who really matter in this story aren't the idols and the heroes, but the crowd. Us. This book is my attempt to find out why the rest of us need geniuses, and how we bestow the label. You can't be a genius without followers, fluffers, fans, guardians of the flame. All of this matters because the secret of genius is the political message smuggled within the word itself. The promotion of a specific person as a genius can be a stealthy argument for what that person represents. A nation's supremacy, perhaps, or the importance of an idea, or, distastefully, for the notion that men are intellectually superior to women, or Europeans are intellectually superior to Africans. Genius is a right-wing concept because it champions the individual over the collective. The supportive wives get quietly painted out, the research assistants airbrushed away, the government bailout goes unmentioned, the collaborators downgraded, the university's role diminished. Because a genius is an individual, we don't pay enough attention to scenius, a word coined by the musician Brian Eno to describe the ecology of talent that nurtures innovation. Think of Florence during the 1500s, or Silicon Valley after the Second World War. These were sites of scenius, allowing talented individuals to reach their full potential. Sometimes, I think of an individual genius like a queen bee, chosen from all the other larvae to be fed royal jelly. But in bees, there is no genetic difference between a queen and a worker. They are sisters. Every female bee has the potential to become a queen. Do humans do something similar by deciding whose potential is worth encouraging, whose shortcomings are worth offsetting, and whose selfishness is to be indulged? And what are those misshapen figures huddled at the edge of our vision? Here come all the horrors enabled by the concept of genius. The neglected children, the plagiarized assistants, the put-upon wives, the betrayed collaborators, the tantrums and the self-absorption. We feel instinctively that greatness must have a price. Perhaps we need this idea to explain why we aren't.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?